and welcome to the Nuclear Reactor, and today we'll be reacting to Carthus Dojo, What If Goku Was Sent to Beerus' World, Episode 3. I hope y'all enjoyed my reactions, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And here we go.
Hello everyone, I'm Carthu, and welcome back to the dojo for the final part, for now, of What If Goku
I was about to say
sent
BS,
to
because there's
Beerus'
a part
planet.
4, which will be
Thank
next
you
week.
all very much for all the support on the series. I very much enjoyed making it, and I'm very happy that you guys enjoyed watching it. After this part, make sure you go check out my other What If Broly was sent to Earth. That one's going to be a little bit of a series itself. I'll go through Dragon Ball, as I did in the first part, Z, and then Super, to cover all the bases. But, with that said, guys, today we will be talking about the events as they take place on Earth.
If I get a chance, I'll try to react to that, but I'm trying to get everything else cleaned up, so maybe I can start reacting to anime on top of going back to school in 2 weeks, so... We'll figure it out.
And the events that take place on Beerus' planet, or in space in general, after Goku becomes the new god of destruction of Universe 7.
Oh, yeah.
So let's get straight into the video intro. So, let's start with the events as they take place on Earth. You have Pilaf, who's trying to gather the Dragon Balls alongside Bulma. We are starting, of course, at the beginning of Dragon Ball. Because of this, you have the issue of Grandpa Gohan being still alive, but probably not wanting to go on some big adventure, so he just hands over the Dragon Ball to Bulma to let her have it because she's a cute girl. You then have the Pilaf gang who would capture Bulma, and potentially Yamcha if she met Yamcha along her journey, and they would unfortunately, most likely anyway, be captured and kept there until they died. I mean, there's no reason for Pilaf to want to release them, there's no reason for Pilaf to want to feed them.
Oh,
and
yeah.
overall, I just think...
Because the only reason they survived at that time was because Goku went ape, and I was able to break them out of that glass oven, essentially.
Pilaf would not have the kind heart to keep them alive in any capacity. So, Pilaf then gets off his wish, and of course that is to rule the world. Because of this, the Red Ribbon Army cannot get the balls themselves. Pilaf runs the world now, so he has control of the military and uses it to eradicate the Red Ribbon Army. That being said, even if the Red Ribbon Army did gather the balls, well, Commander Red was famously using them to get taller. So I don't see how the Red Ribbon Army really comes into play here, and actually I think they get destroyed rather quickly. You then have the Ten Shinhan saga, but Ten Shinhan has no real vendetta against anyone for something they did to Tao Pai Pai or anything like that. So Ten Shinhan is just a martial artist in this world, and we don't know how well he'll be treated under Pilaf's reign. But perhaps he'd try to rebel. There's no real evidence that he would, though.
Interesting, yeah, that's
Then, of
true.
course, you have Piccolo Daimao, who just never happens in this timeline because Pilaf doesn't need to open the bottle that's holding him in. So, you don't have Piccolo Daimao. He's still sealed, Kami's still alive, up on the lookout, for some reason just watching and not helping the planet. If you watched part 2 of my series, you know where the Saiyans went during this time. They were all on Beerus' planet. Well, at least Raditz was his first, and then the other two followed suit. And because of this, Frieza doesn't enter the picture either, because Frieza doesn't learn about the Dragon Balls to go to Namek, which eventually leads him to losing to Goku, which eventually leads him to being rebuilt as Mecha, which eventually leads him to going to Earth. That chain of events definitely doesn't happen if Goku is not in the picture, so Frieza just continues wandering the universe, conquering planets, not really seeking a wish for immortality, but was willing to take it if one came up. Of course, the androids aren't made, and Cell doesn't exist either. Because of the way the Red Ribbon Army is defeated here, there's really no Goku.
Interesting how so much would change if Goku never went to Earth. Holy crap, that's a lot.
Goku to target some powerful creatures after. You just have regular androids at most, and because, again, Pilaf rules the world, that wish really indicates that he would have full military control of the world. He'd probably destroy everybody in the Red Ribbon Army, zero exceptions. Now, all that said, Boo does still exist, because Boo was born at the beginning of the universe. Though it said he was created by Bibbidi, that's not entirely true. Bibidi, as far as we know, created Majin Buu. Just like Babidi created Majin Vegeta, but didn't create Vegeta.
Sorry, I just want to read this. What process was there where the manga Kaioshin said that Bibidi made him, and the truth is that the one called Buu was not actually created by Bibidi, but has existed since time immemorial. He cycled between rampages and long hibernation. During numerous iterations of this cycle, he absorbed the evil elements of mankind, becoming steadily more violent. Bibidi merely knew the means of calling Buu from out of his slumber. Since the current Buu is slightly different life form due to the changes brought about, the evil Buu is expelled. It's not known whether he'll still go into long hibernation. Interesting. I never knew that. Oh, that's interesting.
Vegeta, but didn't create Vegeta. Because of this, of course, even if Bibidi was the one to create Buu, Buu would still exist, and Buu would still be sealed on Earth in a place inaccessible to humans. Remember, though, that Babidi here was just using the tournament for energy, so as long as there's still a tournament going on, I don't know why Pilaf would stop them, you would still have the case of Babidi trying to gather energy from said tournament to power and resurrect Majin Buu. And because of the way he was surprised at the power of Gohan that was collected, it seems that he was really anticipating only humans to have their power taken, and wasn't even considering the Saiyans on the planet as a possible option to resurrecting Buu quicker. So this means just human energy should be more than enough to resurrect Majin Buu, especially under Babidi's own predictions. It takes longer, obviously, but eventually Babidi does revive Majin Buu, and because of this, Earth is destroyed. With no one strong enough to help him, Supreme Kai retreats. He knows that he's no match for Majin Buu, he knows that he's no match for Deborah without any extra help. And so, he doesn't go and fight them, he leaves. He doesn't have any reason to try. Of course, because of this, Beerus is still alive to fight Goku, as we mentioned in the last part, and the part before that, actually. So, Earth is gone, Buu is free, and Frieza is still conquering planets. And now we're all caught up on the Earth side of things. What's happening over in space on the Beerus planet side of things? Or should I say, what's going on Kakarot's planet? So, Goku, obviously called Kakarot because of the way I explained it in part 2, continues to train with Whis. He takes his job as God of Destruction very seriously because of the way Whis raised him, and because he never bumped his head. He has a more serious nature comparatively to the Goku we know in the actual series. The first thing that he does is meet with Supreme Kai in order to plan for improving the universe. Something that Beerus didn't like doing and got so frustrated doing once that he sealed Elder Kai.
Oh, damn it. Hold on. Sorry.
What's happening over in space on the Beerus planet side of things?
Sorry about that.
Or should I say, what's going on Kakarot's planet? So, Goku, obviously called Kakarot because of the way I explained it in part 2, continues to train with Whis. He takes his job as God of Destruction very seriously because of the way Whis raised him, and because he never bumped his head. He has a more serious nature comparatively to the Goku we know in the actual series. The first thing that he does is meet with Supreme Kai in order to plan for improving the universe. Something that Beerus didn't like doing.
Who is it that sealed the Elder Kaioshin away in the Z's of the Kaioshin? Create planets and the God of Destruction who destroy them have never gotten along that well. By the way, that God of Destruction was... okay. So, where does all this... is this actually written somewhere as canon? Can someone explain that to me, please? I would appreciate that, because I'm learning a lot of information I never knew, and I don't know where the frick it's coming from. So, if you can explain that, thank you.
That he sealed Elder Kai in the Z-Sword. So yeah, Beerus was definitely not the best god of destruction. A side note here, it's never actually stated if a Supreme Kai dies when their god of destruction dies. Only the opposite is stated, that a god of destruction will die if their Supreme Kai dies.
Oh,
so let's
interesting.
assume for now that Shin is still alive. Because of this, Supreme Kai Shin mentions that Buu and Frieza are actual threats to the universe and their rating overall in Zeno's eyes. So God of Destruction Kakarot deems it best that he remove them from the universe before they can become a greater issue.
Oh,
He
that's
first has
interesting.
Whis take him to Frieza. Frieza is shocked to find out that another Saiyan has not only survived the destruction of Planet Vegeta, but also defeated Beerus and became a god of destruction. Frieza tries to tell Goku that he will serve him well, and he will do whatever he needs to make sure the universe is improved, but Whis informs Goku that Frieza said similar things to Beerus and disobeyed him constantly. With all his cards played, Frieza has no choice but to try and attack Goku. But his attacks are meaningless against him.
Yep.
Goku just quickly grabs Frieza
And rips him in
Hakai's
half.
him.
Oh, damn
End
it.
of story.
Forgot about that.
One threat remains.
Hawkeye.
Majin Buu. Whis quickly discovers the location of Majin Buu, who's going around destroying planets, and takes Goku over to him. Goku is able to sense the two Kais inside of Buu, and deems it necessary to actually get them out as well. So, he only knocks out Buu at first, allowing the two Kais to be removed by Whis. With the Kais safe, Buu reverts to...
So, are they just regular Kais? I can't remember exactly. Or are they Supreme Kais? I think there's just one Supreme Kai and the others are just the Kais, right? So
Kid Buu and awakens. This power increase is most likely only slight, especially comparatively to Goku, but more so because Buu did not have fighting experience and thus did not get stronger over time as quickly as he did in, say, the Buu Saga. Goku sees this as an opportunity to have a little bit of fun, so he decides to go a little bit easy on him. A slight power increase over time on his end, just to keep up with Buu, who's getting slightly stronger as well, just to again have fun. He's not really training here, he's just trying to enjoy the fight. After a few minutes, Goku has enough, and he unleashes more than enough power to destroy Buu once and for all. With the threats to the universe destroyed and the two Kais freed, Goku returns to Shin, and together, the four of them devise a plan to improve their universe. In 2 years, the universe is almost completely different, full of good mortal life that meets all of the requirements and standards
when's he gonna meet
that Zeno and the
though?
Grand Priest have set.
Don't they have to meet Zeno?
Because of their work, Universe 7 isn't destroyed in Age 780 like it was slotted to with the other 8 universes that were present in the Tournament of Power. No, instead, they are praised for their improvement, and Goku even gets a special audience with Zeno and the Grand Priest to discuss how he's improved their universe so rapidly. You see, when a god of destruction actually takes their job seriously, they could do amazing things, like taking out the things that detriment them, while keeping the things that are great. And simply put, Goku is such a good god of destruction that he has set a new standard that is to be followed by all other gods of destruction, or else they risk erasure. And with that, guys, until perhaps a future threat comes about, this is the end of What If Goku was sent to Beerus' planet. Thanks for watching. Leave your opinions, counterpoints in the comments down below. Hit subscribe and that notification bell if you want to stay up to date on the channel. Check out the Patreon and the t-shirt if you really want to support me. And don't forget to click those 2 videos above to go see some other great content on the channel. See ya!
Oh, that was cool. I like that. I like this mini story and stuff. It's so cool. And I'm thinking I might actually have to go along with the check out the What If Broly was sent to Earth. Okay, I'll have to check all this out. This is cool. And I think there's a crossover in between that's What If. It's like the mix of What If Broly went to Earth and What If Goku went to Beerus' planet. So that ought to be interesting. That'll be cool to check out. Hope y'all enjoyed this reaction though. And until next time, peace. I hope y'all enjoyed my reaction. If you like my content, then like and subscribe please. And follow me on Twitter, for video updates. The link will be in the description below. And as always, stay nuclear.